Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Franklin here, and today we got ourselves an interesting video. Apparently, you guys, based on what I've seen, doing research and what's trending and what's not, a lot of you guys love me to talk about speculations of future Pokemon games, future remakes. I'm worried about this and that, yuck, yuck, yuck. So I'm gonna start making more of that kind of content if that's what you guys like. If you guys want to support me for free, please like and subscribe because that'd be awesome. YouTube has been giving me the shaft lately, and I haven't really been motivated in making new content because YouTube isn't supporting me at all. So it would be an honor if you guys do so yourselves. Let's get right into it. So Central Leaks, this is a account that I've been following for quite a while now, and they've been pretty accurate for the most part when it comes to leaks that come true. A giant new leak, according to Leaker K, which I believe that's somebody you guys are familiar with. It's pretty much a prominent leaker in the Pokemon community, and they have, again, a pretty reputable resume. One of these characters, not Lacey, holds the key to the lore in the DLC and will have a big role in the next main series game, of course. The biggest highlight right here is the next main series game. Now, I don't know who someone's probably speculating, or a lot of people are speculating it's this guy who's not looking at us, which obviously this guy or girl, I don't know who that is, gives me some gold vibes. I don't know. I think it's this person right here, the one that's overseeing everybody, but who knows? Anyways, that's just speculation. But what's pretty crazy here is this right here. Next main series game. Interesting, because we have yet to see any more new information regarding the DLC outside of the new Pokemon that are there and the introduction of several characters that will be in these games. So there isn't really a lot of information as to what the DLC is all about. Like, why are we going to another academy? Or, why are we going to this area or all that? So, hidden treasures of Area Zero. So, again, I don't really care who the hell has the lore. We all know the stories of these games are complete garbage and are not going to change over a generation or so. But here we are. And then to further add on, Central Links makes a interesting comment about this. And why is the okay? There you go. It says here the spoiler in the next mainline series game is the most crazy thing to us. Imagine the implications. That would mean that the next game is not a remake. Also, not set in the distant past, probably. So, no legends. A potential Scarlet and Violet sequel. Now, if I was Game Freak, if I was the Pokemon Company, you better be making a Legends game because, as we all know, that first Legends game, Legends Arceus, was pretty damn good. And hey, it may not have a sister game, but it's definitely a pretty big hit in the Pokemon community and arguably one of the better modern games they have made so far. I'd argue Generation 7, but in the Switch era, I would say Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game made to date. Now, a potential Scarlet and Violet sequel is kind of something that we cannot rule out yet because one, I think if you want to redeem Generation 9 for all the interesting crap they try to throw at us, whether it's the game not functioning or a lack of a post game. We don't really have post game, which makes sense because the DLC is literally right there, and that will be treated as a quote unquote DLC, even though it's supposed to be an expansion of the core mainline game. Uh, I could see a sequel. I'm a little displeased that it's not going to be a Legends game. I know a lot of people want a Legends game for Generation 2 with the origins of Ho and Lugia, and maybe Generation 5 with the original dragon and the original trainer that, had a bond with that dragon. That's a pretty good basis for a Legends game. Of course, knowing Game Freak and knowing the Pokemon Company themselves, they've been kind of in the mud when it comes to the support of their own fan base, which is pretty sad to say in the first place. Now, in regards to a potential sequel, like I already mentioned, if that's the best way you want to redeem Generation 9, that's awesome. Me personally, if you are trying to make a sequel, maybe the sequel, a sister game, like for example, we already have Scarlet and Violet. So let's say Violet, you know, has the primordial or primitive Pokemon, I should say. The older Pokemon or the historic Pokemon. I'm sorry, that's not true. It's Scarlet. I'm getting everything confused now. Scarlet had the prehistoric Pokemon, and maybe that game takes place in the past, and then maybe Violet would take place in a future. You time travel, which obviously time travel is a pretty big thing that you can make a story out of. Maybe have two games take one place in the past and one place in the future, and you get to trade using some crazy ass mechanic that allows you to trade between past and present with support of Pokemon Home. And that would be something I could see that. That would be a pretty cool storyline to write. Though the way Scarlet and Violet has been, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get something like that anytime soon. But that being said, some people are kind of supporting the fact that we haven't really seen much in regards to Pokemon outside of the DLC. There aren't really anything slated for Pokemon themselves outside of Detective Pikachu being a pretty big announcement, and that's about it. So we'll probably have to wait until the next year in order to see whether or not um, we get to see other announcements in regards to the mainline Pokemon games. The DLC is kind of following the same path as the Sword and Shield DLC, although to be honest with you, because of the delay of Pokemon Home, now we're having the DLC to be implemented into fall 2023, and then eventually winter, or probably even early 2024, depending on what their timeline is. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Again, this is just speculation, so not everything is set to stone. I'm probably gonna clickbait, or blah 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 blah. I cannot speak today. I'm probably gonna clickbait you guys with a juicy ass title to this video. A new Pokemon game. There, I just made it up. Anyways, boy Franklin signing out. Peace.